is the very first genus of the true eukaryotic algae, that is Chlamydomonas. And I hope you can see I mention a subtitle to this, a reference organism. Okay, so can you tell me, any one of you can tell me what do you mean by a reference organism or a model organism?
which is easy to study.
Which is easy to study and
Simple structures.
simple structure, easy to study and
So it has all the features of green algae and it's the perfect example.
oh, great. And see, I told you in one of the class that whenever we will are discussing or we are writing or we are giving a surname to any organism as a reference organism or a model organism, it's mean that it's not only easy to study, not only it's have the simple structure, it also should have short life cycle, it should be easy to culture, okay, easily available in the nature. All those features make any organism a model organism. And Chlamydomonas is not only a model organism for a eukaryotic algae. Even if you want to describe a simple plant cell, how it look like, okay. So this feature or this the electron micrograph of Chlamydomonas you can also use. So, but today we are not discussing the cell biology class. We are discussing Chlamydomonas under algae or phycology. So under which group is this will come? कौन सी क्लास में आएगी? You have studied both the classification, Fritsch classification as well as Lee classification.
No, sir, I was suggesting that it belongs to chlorophyce, sir.
It belongs to chlorophyce. Why it
Yes,
is
sir.
so?
Because of, sir, it's have a chlorophyll A. That's why it
Okay.
belong to the
No, chlorophyll A is present almost all the autotrophs. Forget about algae, forget about bacteria, forget about angiogymnotiodo. Chlorophyll A is the main photosynthetic pigment. It's nothing to do with the algae or biotidogymno.
Sir, due
The
to
chlorophyll,
sir,
due, okay, due
due
to
to storage,
storage product.
sir.
What is
starch,
that?
starch,
Starch. Okay, great.
isogamous,
Anything else?
isogamous.
Isogamous don't make put it under chlorophyce. If you are claiming that it is coming under chlorophyce, there must be some strong reason behind that. Starch, I can accept it that starch is the main result product in the green, all the green algae or chlorophyce.
So it has chlorophyll B also.
Chlorophyll B also very good. Chlamydomonas is a green algae because its cell wall is made up of cellulose. Number one, cell wall की बात है, storage product is starch. Pigments are chlorophyll A and B because they are the only chlorophyce and the Euglenidae are the two groups in which you will find chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. No other group of algae contains both chlorophyll. Okay. Each and every algae has to be described from your side. We are not going to describe individual characteristic feature of any algae. If I'm saying that it's belong, if someone is saying it's belong to green algae, he or she must have strong reason behind that why it is under green algae. So Chlamydomonas, this is the classification proposed by Lee. It's come under algae, class Chlorophyceae, order Volvocales, family Chlamydomonidaceae, and genus Chlamydomonas. There are about 500 described species of Chlamydomonas, and it is also being used as model organism. Because it is haploid, has a simple life cycle, easy to cultivate, grow rapidly, offer easy isolation of mutant, and sexual reproduction can easily be induced. So you can see in one line, there are so many features which actually makes this particular genus a model organism. If we talk about its morphology, its occurrence, you will find it almost every freshwater ponds, pools, lakes, and even in the corner of the rivers where the water current is not much high. Okay, and they prefer habitat rich in ammonium compound. Okay, and the most important genus of Chlamydomonas is, please note it down, Chlamydomonas nivalis. This is a very important question. Usually come not only in class test, not only in theory exam, but also in competitive examination. And the question is, the red color of snow is due to, the answer is Chlamydomonas nivalis. Okay, and if the options are because of red algae, because of brown algae, because of green algae, because of yellow algae. So what will be your answer? The red color of snow is due to red algae, green algae, brown algae, or yellow algae? What will be your
Green
answer?
algae.
Yes, green algae. And that is because of a very important compound which is known as astaxanthin. Astaxanthin. When we will discuss the economic importance of algae, we will also discuss about this astaxanthin. Okay. If we talk about its morphology, it is a unicellular, green, motile, biflagellate. But can you see flagella over here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes. So in light microscope, it's very difficult to visualize flagella. We can imagine flagella only in live organisms which are in moving condition, and because there is a disturbance in the water under the microscope, then we are not actually visualizing the flagella. We are visualizing we are observing that disturbance in that water. Okay, sometimes students mark that they have observed the flagella under the microscope. No, it's not possible. In dead or the fixed material, it's not possible. But yes, if you have collected the live material and they are in moving condition, so at that time when they are moving their flagella, you can see there is some disturbance in the water, and that disturbance will give you an appearance like a flagella. It may be spherical, ellipsoidal, oblong, or pear-shaped in different species, and they are usually 30 micrometer in length and about 20 micrometer in diameter. The morphology is not that much to discuss, but yes, if we talk about the ultrastructure, okay, this is very important. Ultrastructure of Chlamydomonas, as we discussed or I told in the beginning, this is being used as a model organism. Okay, so I must say sorry that I didn't give the credit to the person who from where I have taken this photograph, but I will share the actual source from where I have taken this photograph. So left hand side is the actual electron micrograph of the Chlamydomonas, and the right hand side is the cartoon or the drawing of this electron micrograph. Now you will tell me, one of you will tell me how you will describe it. I will help you out, don't worry. Any one of you can unmute yourself and start describing it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me what is in front of your screen. What is on your screen?
I can see a Chlamydomonas cell,
Great.
and then the shape is circular.
Yes, say circular or oval or ellipsoidal. It's not actual circular. Yes. Whatever you are observing, just tell me that. Then
Okay, so then there is a visible cell wall, and there's a space, and then after that there's cell membrane.
yes, cell wall hai, and then there is a cell membrane, and then
We can also see like flagella like extension.
structure. Yes, now I will add the comments. Cell wall is made up of cellulose, and flagella are whiplash type. Two equal length whiplash type flagella are there. Now you will tell me, what do you mean by whiplash type flagella?
Without hairs.
Very good. Who gave this answer?
Siddharth.
Yeah, Siddharth. Great. So Siddharth gave the very good answer that the flagella without hair is known as the whiplash type of flagella. And the basal body from where any flagella is emerge, okay, that is known as blepharoplast. Blepharoplast. Yeah, it's not mentioned in this diagram, but you can also mark this basal body in bracket. I hope this is visible to you. This part, basal body, is it visible
Yes,
to everyone? So in
Yes,
bracket
sir.
of this, please note it down. You have to mark it blepharoplast. It is also known as blepharoplast or basal granules. Okay, and these rhizoids are remain attached with the rest of the cytoplasm with a rhizoplast. Okay, so the entire structure is known as blepharoplast on the basal body, and the specific structure by which they remain attached with this cytoplasm, just like rhizode like structure. If you will enlarge this part, you will see, and that is known as rhizoplast. Rhizo means whenever we are discussing a root-like structure, rhizo means root-like. Rhizoid, rhizome, rhizoplast, everything with almost meaning are same. They may be different in appear, their function may be different, but yes, basically they help in the attachment of any things with a particular other substratum. But here we will not use the term substratum, it's cytoplasm only. Okay. After that, what you are observing, Ananya?
So then I see a large vacuole in the almost center of the cell.
Vacuole? No, it's not in the center. It's
Oh,
on
okay,
the.
yeah. Nucleus is there. Yeah, okay.
It's
Yeah.
after the two flagella. There are contractile
Okay,
vacuole.
after the flagella,
They
there
are
is,
generally two.
yeah.
They are generally two in number.
Then I can see these chloroplasts there inside.
Chloroplast. Is there any specific structure of this chloroplast?
So they are single. They are like single. They
Single,
are not.
very single chloroplast, but this structure is like a cup. Can you correlate it with a cup structure? It's like a cup. So whenever there is a question in which organism you will find a cup-shaped chloroplast, the answer is Chlamydomonas. Can you see this cup-like structure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Chlamydomonas, if you will count the what are these green structures? What are these green structures? Thylakoids.
Thylakoid, sir. Thylakoid.
Thylakoids. And the numbers of thylakoids are
Three.
somewhere they are
No,
two, somewhere they are
variable.
three. So 2 to 6,
Four, sir.
if okay, 2 to 6
Yes.
thylakoids. Please remember this point: 2 to 6 thylakoids. Can you see any endoplasmic reticulum in continuity with the chloroplast? If it is not
No,
here
sir.
visible here, you no. So no endoplasmic reticulum membrane with continuity of the chloroplast, and 2 to 6 thylakoids That is a main feature why Lee put this group under group 1. It contains two main classes, chlorophyce and rhodophyce. Rhodophyce don't have that endoplasmic membrane, but it have only single thylakoids. अगर आप red algae देखेंगे, so in the chloroplast of red algae, you will see only the single thylakoids. But if you will see the chloroplast of green algae, you will see 2 to 6 thylakoids. That's the main difference between the red algae and green algae in terms of chloroplast. Pigments और भी अलग-अलग है, but this is the main difference of chloroplast.
So then there is these pyrenoids or like stored food.
Yes, pyrenoids surrounded by the starch grain. Very prominent, काफी prominent आपको pyrenoids आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है. And in the center, if not in the exact center, towards the one pole, that towards the flagellar pole, you will see a nucleus and nucleolus. Apart from the other usual plant cell organelles, there is one more specific structure. What is that?
Eye spot and electron dense body.
Yes, eye spots and electron dense bodies. So electron dense body is the function we will discuss in the theory because it has not been covered till now. But eye spot I have covered. So what is the function of eye spot?
Sir, I remember you talking about it, but I don't remember the function.
Yeah, anyone is there who can tell us what the main function of eye spot? These major features. Eye spots help in the movement towards or away from the light. It's light sensitive organ. Sorry, light sensitive organelle. Okay. If we talk
Yes.
about its reproduction, the main reproduction is mitotic division. Means one cell divide. I will show you. Yes, this is the structure. If you want, you can enlarge this part. Okay, either one cell divide in 2 parts or they divide in 4 parts. Okay, in mitotic division, and all 4 start acting as they remain together and start acting as zoosporangium, and individual cells will start acting as zoospore. Okay, this is the actual photograph which and the cell was prepared. This slide was prepared by one of the students. So you can see that even in our lab we can observe this kind of structure. Can you see these 4 structures?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So asexual reproduction is normal mitotic division, either one cell divided into 2, but the 4 cells are usually found after a mitotic division and they remain together, and that structure is known as zoosporangium, and individual cells is known as zoospore. This is the main feature of, or the main mode of asexual reproduction. And the sexual reproduction age of, अब बताइए आप लोग कुछ बोल रहे थे. Can you see this structure?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Are 2 cells of equal size?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I-
sir.
Are both are having flagella?
Yes, sir.
And both the gametes are of same size and both are having flagella, they are known as isogamous type. Okay, if one cell is bigger, another cell is smaller, they are known as anisogamous type. And when it will be known as oogamous type?
When the female gamete is larger and without flagella.
Yes, one is non-mode type. Okay, when flagella is not there but the gametes are of equal size, it is a type of physiologically anisogamous times. Okay. So the reproduction की हम बात कर रहे थे. So this part I have already told you that they divide in mitotically and from one cell to two cell, and it may possible that they will grow or they go for one more mitosis and remain in the group of four as a zoosporangium and start acting as a zoospore and get released themselves in a suitable time when the environment conditions are favorable and give rise to the new generation or the new chlamydomonas cells. And when there are limited light, temperature, depletion of the nitrogen, absence or deficiency of the nutritional substance, high CO2. See, vegetative reproduction usually takes place in favorable condition and sexual reproduction takes place in unfavorable condition. Please note it down, and it's same for all algal group. Even for everything, it's same. If it is unfavorable condition, they go for the sexual reproduction. If it is favorable, they means nobody want any extra burden, because in sexual reproduction they have to perform different activities. But in vegetative reproduction or a sexual reproduction, what they have to do, they simply have to go for the DNA replication, then cell division, and then if they want to be remain because the initially formed cells may be smaller in size, so they may remain in a group as a zoosporangium, and once they are fully developed or fully mature, they get released from that zoosporangium and give rise to the next generation. But in unfavorable condition, and what is that unfavorable condition in case of chlamydomonas? Mainly depletion of the nitrogen and high CO2 content. Sometimes light and temperature also play an important role. So what happens in that case? Each and every cell start acting as gamete because they are single cellular. So it's not easily possible for us to tell when it is a gamete, when it is a cell. So cell itself start acting as gamete, and you can see that there are two types of nucleus we mentioned. Okay, it's displayed in this, but actually when you will observe it in the nature, it's really not possible to observe it that it is plus strain or minus strain, which is male or female. That's why they may be different, they may be slightly having different color type of different amount of chlorophyll, or their size is slightly different, or their flagella size is slightly different, but overall they are almost same, both kind of gametes, and they make a clump connection. Okay, and in that clump connection, two of them fuse their flagella, bind them with each other with the help of flagella. Then plasmogamy will take place, followed by the karyogamy, and a dark zygote will forms. Okay, and that zygote will start acting as a zygospore. Thick wall zygospore will be there, and it will remain in this form until unless light and nitrogen in condition is not appropriate, and once it's suitable for them, they will they will come out as the new cell from this zygospore. Okay, you can see one more difference is there. All other cells are green in color, and here it's become red in color. Why it is so? Red color of algae is because of
Phycocyanin.
not phycocyanin, carotenoids.
The
Okay,
sir.
not phycocyanin, it's carotenoids. It's because of carotenoids release. And why carotenoids release? Because what we are saying, the light intensity is less, and at that time chlorophyll 8 cell will not be sufficient for the normal photosynthesis. That's why they need some more accessory pigment, and carotenoid is that. Okay, so this is all about the Chlamydomonas. If we talk about its life cycle type, what kind of life cycle you can observe over here? It's haplontic, diplontic, isomorphic, heteromorphic, diplobiontic, haplobiontic. Which type of life cycle is this?
Sir, majorly it's a haplontic, and it also sometimes belong to the diplontic cycle when it fuses and form zygotes, sir.
When zygote is the only diploid stage and rest of all things are haploid, that kind of life cycle is known as haplontic type of life cycle. So this is an example of haplontic type of life cycle. Okay, and this is the justification. This is in
Yes,
this
sir.
way you have to write the classification as proposed by Lee with justification. Why this is under group eukaryotic algae? Chloroplast surrounded by the two membrane of the chloroplast envelope only. There is no endoplasmic reticulum. Why under chlorophyta? Chlorophyll A and B storage product starch is found inside the chloroplast. Why under chlorophyce? The distinct characteristics of chlorophyce are the theca outside of the cell and a collapsing telophage spindle that bring the daughter cell close together, followed by cell division by a phycoplast. This particular features you haven't observed in this entire discussion. Okay, so you can copy it from here directly. Rest of we have discussed. Why under volvocales? Vegetative cells, flagellated and motile. And why under Chlamydomonadense? Because of unicellular alga. Okay. So in this way, you have to write the entire justification after the complete write-up of Chlamydomonas. And all these things will be repeated until order. Okay, till order, not until order, till order in case of Volvocales, which is our next genus, where family will be Volvocaceae because it is a multicellular alga. You can see the rest of the things are same in Volvox, but this family will change because of from unicellular to multicellular. First, clean the slide as usual. What I have done, just take a small drop of Chlamydomonas. Sometimes students take too much of material. Slides भी गंदे करते हैं and they don't get the good result. This is iodine, and why I'm saying it means that both are content are same. The label is not visible over there. Why I'm staining it with iodine? क्यों कर रहा हूँ बताओ?
So because of starch.
Very good, because of starch. And it's iodine, so that's why the mounting medium will be. क्या होगा mounting medium?
So I think glycerin.
Yes, glycerin होगा. You are right. Glycerin will be the mounting medium. You can see only take that much material which is required. Again, with the help of a needle or forceps, hold the slide in this position, 45 degree, and with the help of backside of another needle, try to release the slides very gently so that it will not leave any air bubble on your slide under the cover slip. Yes. Then you have to put it under the microscope. First you will observe it under 4x. Once it's focused on 4x, then move to 10x, because in 4x it's very small. Yes, now I'm trying to focus it. Yes. Can you see all these structures? Those round
Yes, sir.
structures? All those are chlamydomonas. All these round structures are chlamydomonas. And we are actually having very good material in our lab. Yes. What you can see is structure, and उसके अलावा क्या दिख रहा है आपको साथ में राउंड स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर? Enlarge कीजिए अपनी अपनी स्लाइड्स को. There is one more structure, round structure.
Pyrenoid.
Yes, the pyrenoid is there. And the outside circle is more darker, or the inside circle is more darker?
Inner.
Inner. Why it is so? Because it is surrounded by starch grain. Okay, that's why it's become more bluish black in color. This is on 40x. You can see now it's more visible. Okay, chlamydomonas with a prominent pyrenoids. Okay, this is the structure of chlamydomonas under light microscope. I'm showing this box because you should have a real feel in the lab. Yeah, if we are in the lab, from where we will get the permanent slides. Although you are not supposed to take it your own, we will fix it for you. I have taken the 8 number chlamydomonas, which is claiming that it's a good slide. After fixing it 4x, then move it on 10x. Now you will see that I am not touching the core focus now. Once it's focused on 10x, then observe it under 40x. And in this case, you have to sometimes you have to adjust the light, but make it a habit, never touch the core focus while observing anything under 40x. Even the fine focus should be moved very gently. Although it was not a good slide, but you can see the fix. Jewish sporangium, you can see there are 4 chlamydomonas along, and there are some individual chlamydomonas as well. Okay. I will show you the same thing in a still photograph. Don't worry. It was not a good slide. Yeah. These are some still photographs. Yes, you can see. This I have already shown you. It's from my own slide. This is the better view. Okay, you can see the clear pyrenoid surrounded by starch grain. This is under 4x, then 10x. Why I'm showing this? Because you should understood. Let me show you. I didn't show you in the video that this is the view you will get in the 4x. Okay, so You have to focus on the right place where you can see the actual cells. These are old photographs taken, I think, last to last year. Yeah, this is a very good photograph. I want to show you something. You can see this is Chlamydomonas, this is Chlamydomonas, this is Chlamydomonas. But other than that, what is this? Can anyone identify this structure? Okay, don't worry. These are diatoms. These are also a member of another group of algae, Bacillariophyceae. These are diatoms. And in this is the photograph of some other material taken, I think, 2 years back. And it also have different kind of diatoms along with some protozoans. These are some protozoans. These are not algae. They appears in green in color because they engulf some green part or some green algae, but they are actually protozoans. This is your diatoms, and this is your main Chlamydomonas. This is the other structure of diatoms. So this is nature. We are getting diatoms, we are getting Chlamydomonas, we are getting some other kind of protozoans, and some, it may be something, something else. Okay. Here you can see the 4 Chlamydomonas in a group. This is after the meiotic division. Here again, this is the much better view. Okay, so this is also a diatom. This is the star-shaped structure. This is also a diatom. All these are Chlamydomonas, and the green is most probably it's a protozoans. So that's it about the Chlamydomonas. सबसे पहले आपको बनाना है ये डायग्राम. Okay, Chlamydomonas under light microscope. So what you are observing under light microscope, either you are observing a simple this kind of a structure. In this diagram, pyroid size is quite small. Please enlarge it. Chlamydomonas zoospore under zoosporangium, inside the zoosporangium. These two things you can observe it under the light microscope. Apart from that, there was no other information. I will share this PPT with you all. What you can do for your own reference, you can take some of one, this part or this part or this part as a printout, color or black and white as you like it. Okay, because these are the actual photographs taken in our own lab. Okay, these are not internet photographs. If it is an internet photograph, I must have given a reference of it. So you can take, some of you can take this part, some of you can take this part, some of you can take this part, but make sure while pasting it, please label it properly. Without labeling, there is no use of pasting any photograph. Okay, what you will label? You will label is Chlamydomonas, or you will see other organism if you are not sure that there are protozoans or other things. You will write other organism, and if you are pasting this photograph, Chlamydomonas, other organism, diatoms. Okay, अगर आप diatoms के बारे में पढ़ेंगे तो आपको type भी चला जाएगा. This is a different kind of diatom. This is a different kind of diatom. Pinnularina navicula, but it's that much detail is not required. You simply write diatoms, or you can also take this part or this part. It is suggested that you will use different photographs. ऐसा ना हो कि सब लोग केवल एक ही photographs का print out लगा दें. And in the end, you have to draw this ultrastructure. Okay.
Sir, diagrammatic sketch or this EM?
Dear, this is the actual cartoon or actual diagrammatic representation but you will write electron diagrammatic electron micrograph or cartoon of electron micrographs of chlamydomonas. Okay, these are the same thing. Both are same thing. It's only that drawing means you. It's because if you start doing it, you start making the raindrops dot 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 dot, and it will take a huge time. But if you will try to draw this diagram, it will not take that much time. Although it will also take some at least 30 to 40 minutes, but it will save you at least 30 minutes compared to this. Okay, so you have to draw it. That's it.